Hey everybody, it's the anti-hero Jax. I'm here with what is probably going to be my final CBCS mail call for quite a while. Until I start selling some of the art books that I've sent out to them and some of the graded Welcome to Pleasant Falls and Bubba Patrol books, there's not really a reason for me to keep sending out more books other than potentially stuff for my personal collection, stuff like that. So here we go. This is my Phoenix submissions. I'm gonna pause this really quick so that I can get this unwrapped and we'll see what I got. Okay, so that took a long time. 9 books. CBCS does a really spectacular job with their packing. I definitely recommend them, at least on that front. Last submission I got from CGC was pretty well packed as well, with a lot of padding and everything. So no shade at them either. So let's see what we got here. So there's 3 books that are graded and signed, and 6 books that are just art books. So there's no grade assigned to them, but it's just them presented with the slabs. So this first one, I can tell already, is the Eric Arriaga Chingona, #1, second printing. And that's a 9.9, yo. That is freaking awesome. He's gonna be so psyched to hear about that. This is an independent book. Second printing of Eric Arriaga's work. It's a 9.9. This is the second 9.9 that I've gotten from CBCS. That's really dope. I'm excited about that. It says no publisher listed. I put that it was ericariaga.com, but witness signature by Eric Arriaga on 5/26/2024. Cover art and story by Eric Arriaga. Second printing, 9.9. That's dope. Might have to talk to them about like how the imprint works and stuff like that. So we'll see. Second one. This is my Batman: The Adventures Continue. #1, blank variant. Witness signature, Dan Reba, with sketch on 5/24/2024. This is going up on my BTAS display that's like right over here. Got to figure out if I'm putting this up on the wall itself or if it's going to go up on a stand. Either way, it's going to be a great addition to the cells that I have up there. This is beautiful. It presents super well. I gotta hold it like this because I got my light over here, and otherwise you're gonna get all this glare. That's beautiful. Like, I'm so super happy with this. It looks great. Dan did a fantastic job on that sketch. This, I can tell by the back cover what this is. This is gonna be the Simon Bisley cover to Gen 13 #1. And it's a 9.6. Came back a 9.6. That's really nice. I did notice there was a couple of color breaking tick marks on it, most notably right here, near the label or near the title. But it looks amazing. I love the placement of the signature. The artwork is fantastic. It is the painted cover heavy metal logo homage. Gen 13 #1, Barbary Gen variant. Witness signature by Simon Bisley on the 26th of May. This is one of my House of Slaughters. So we will see which one this is, if it's the art label or if this is the Jay Lee. Well, both of them are art labels. So one of them's a remark, one of them's a full sketch. This is my sketch cover by Brianna Garcia. Really great looking piece of Erica Slaughter and Octo. She knocked this out of the park. She does, Brianna does Lorcana cards for Disney. She's also worked on like My Little Pony and some other books. She had some really great prints and things there too. I was really wanting to see how she would do with an Erica Slaughter piece, because with the very Disney-fied style that she has, I thought it would lend itself really cool to the juxtaposition and the dichotomy of the theme. She had never read Something is Killing the Children in Her House of Slaughter. So hopefully her being asked to draw this is gonna bring her in to want to do those, read those things, because she had a couple of really cool horror stickers, like Disney characters as horror movie heavies. Like Goofy was Leatherface, Mickey I think was Mickey was Jason Voorhees, and Donald was Freddy. And we were trying to figure out okay, somebody's got to be Chucky. And one of her friends was with her as a cosplayer, and they we were talking about who could be Chucky, and thoughts were okay, well, you could have Goofy's son Max be Chucky, and then the original Goofy's son was called Goofy Jr., and he had red hair. So that would be a real insider thing, because people see Max as being, Goofy's son. And then there's, they mentioned Lilo, because she's got a voodoo doll and everything. But then Lilo might make a really, really good Girl from the Ring, make a good Sadako, which I think would be a good idea as well. Because then you can give her the white dress, and you can still put some of the flower designs of her Hawaiian, the dress, but I don't know if it has a specific name or term to it, but you could put some of those light patterns on there as well. This, I believe, is this has got to be the Jay Lee sketch cover, or not sketch cover, but remark. Beautiful Erica Slaughter remark that's going to go as part of my Something is Killing the Children display back here. I'm getting too many books for this display, so we're gonna have to maybe rotate stuff, or maybe make the display bigger. I have no idea, but this turned out really, really nice. I'm really super happy with it. Witness signature Jay Lee with sketch on 5/24/2024. This was one of my, along with Dan Reba, this was my number 2 thing to get. And he was actually the second person I went to after Dan Reba, because sometimes I think, or I've heard, sometimes he doesn't necessarily finish sketches and stuff like that before the end of the show. And so I got to him at maybe 11:30. And I was just hey, I was hoping, because my witness privileges end at the end of the show. Do you think you'll have it done by the end of the show? And he goes, I'll have it done by the end of today. And I was just oh, okay, great. And I walked up to him a couple hours later, and he had it finished, and it beautiful. Super happy to add that to my collection. This is the Nightwing head sketch by Dexter Vines, and also signed by Marv Wolfman. I'm super happy to have this. Nightwing is my guy. I can't believe I have this piece. It's truly, truly beautiful. When I showed it to one of my friends who's also a Nightwing fan, she was just he could have put more color. And I'm when I told him, I was just so can I get a bust up? And he goes, I'm really only doing head sketches. And I'm that's cool. But can you make sure that you have the original collar up there? And he was just yeah, no problem. So his line work is stupendous. If you haven't watched any of Dexter Vines' videos on Instagram where he's doing inks, they're amazing. All traditional stuff. He's using brushes, he's using quills, he's using pens, he's using Q-tips to do to fill in the big areas and stuff like that with black. And he could have been a surgeon. His hands are so steady. Hands of a surgeon. I believe this is my Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man Latique Curry sketch. Yeah! This came out dope. Spectacular Spider-Man #1. Spider-Punk. sketch, witness signature, Latique Curry with sketch on 5/26/2024. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Latique, really, really great artist, good guy, amazing self-promoter. But yeah, this is pretty dope to have. Definitely have to like take a picture and show that to him as well. Let me move these because I'm setting them on top of an action figure box, and even though I'm gonna take it out, I don't want it to get crushed. I want to ruin it when I open the box. All right, so this is my Tales of the Teen Titans 44 that was signed by Marv Wolfman and Mike DiCarlo. Got knocked down a whole, oh, wait, was it a 7? It was a 7 before, so it got knocked down a half a grade. That wasn't the point. I had a feeling it would get knocked down a little bit. CBCS is also a little bit more stringent when it comes to their grading. Like, they're very, very thorough. So when you get a 9.8, it's a 9.8, you know. CGC sometimes is pretty lax on stuff. But the key to this is witness signature, signed by Marv Wolfman, signed by Mike DiCarlo, two of the people who worked on this issue, along with Dick Giordano and George Perez. I'm super duper happy to have this as part of my collection. The grade is inconsequential to it all. But one of the cool things, let me show you, is I did keep the CGC label. It did fall on the ground, and I did step on it, so it's got some smushing. So yeah, half a grade different. But look at the difference in presentation. I mean, yeah, it's a yellow label, it's witnessed and everything, but the boldness of the grade on here to be able to see it. Great placement of the signatures. I did ask for them to sign up top, just so they would stand out, just so the image itself stood out by itself. Super duper happy about that as well. And then this is the last piece, which fittingly was the last piece I picked up at, last art piece I picked up at the show. And this is my Kevin Maguire Omega Red head sketch on an X-Force #1. I had wanted to get a Kevin Maguire piece. His best facial features, emotion in the face than anybody has ever done in comics. There's some other people who are not coming up, they're very prominent, like Sophie Campbell and Amanda Connor. If I can do half as well as Kevin Maguire with my facial expressions, then I will be successful with how I'm having my characters emote. Because yeah, you can do body language and stuff like that, and that really, really helps. But if you can do a facial expression and get the feeling of how that character feels, like if you do, you can tell he's pissed off, right? I've done a couple of Erica Slaughter sketch cards, and she's wearing the mask, and you can only see her eyes and her forehead. And one of my friends was just like, you really captured the eyes. She looks pissed. And I'm like, good, that's the whole point. When I saw Kevin Maguire, I wasn't sure who I wanted to have him draw. I knew I needed to pick somebody specific. I knew I needed somebody who was gonna, have that like good appearance. And I thought about it for a little bit, and then I was just like, Omega Red. Because my thoughts for the Brianna Garcia piece were Erica Slaughter, Jubilee, or Omega Red. Jubilee would have been probably right along the lines of what she does, like very cutesy. You could do her as like this cute teenager, 20-something mall rat kind of thing. It really would have worked. Omega Red, I think, would have been an awesome option, and if I get a chance to get more artwork for her, I might go with the Omega Red, just because I think that would be great. Plus, Omega Red is an underrated character, and I love him so much. And so then I started thinking, I was just like, okay, well, I was going to get thinking about an Omega Red from Brianna. Get it from Kevin Maguire. He'll do the character justice with the expression and this giant, like, top knot ponytail going on. I think he really captured him extremely well. Like, I'm super excited about this, and the fact that this was the last one that I showed you and it being the last one I picked up is super amazing. So those are my Phoenix submissions. These are the last books that I will be sending off or receiving from CBCS for a while. I do have an Infinite Crisis 4 signed by George Perez that I do want to have verified as well, to go along with, like, my Jim Lee number 5, and also to put it up, like, next to my first Nightwing, so then that way they're kind of all together in spirit, kind of thing. But that's it for today. I really hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and that you continue to do so. Be good to yourselves, be good to everybody else as best as possible, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, especially which one of these is your favorite piece, and if you could get something sketch from any one of these artists, or all of them, like, who would you have them draw? Yeah, that's your project if you're watching this. Tell me who you would get from Kevin Maguire, Brianna Garcia, Latique Curry, Dexter Vines, and Jay Lee and Dan Reba. Or just one of them. That's fine. I'll see you guys later.